Thank you for coming. So what today for us is really about is there's been a core group of people who met a couple of times before this to talk about what would it mean to set up a place for young people to go into. Whatever that, we don't know what that would mean yet, because we haven't talked to enough people, young people to really know. But what would it mean if we began to do that? And so this is our first step in reaching out and saying, who else is out there in this community that would be ready to step up and make this happen with us? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for mates who are going to stand up and help this thing happen. So what we're interested in doing is going out and talking to the community to find out what young people in the community need and then to build from there. But to do that, we need a really strong core team of people who are committed to make it happen. And then, from there, we begin to take next steps. We begin to take some action. And we don't know what that looks like yet, because we haven't talked to enough people to know what it should look like. But we know we're going to get there. And it may look like a proposal. It may look like finding a building. It may look like combining forces with the skate park. It may look like many, many things. But we don't know yet, because we haven't talked to enough people.
I don't like the way youth is categorized. It's just all put, this is the way it is. They're no good, they're this, they're lazy, they're this, they're that.
Quickly judged.
Period. Why? It's not right.
They have a voice. They feel like they're just talked down to. And I think, you know what, it's about time those youth start stepping up. Because given the opportunity to do so, they'll do it. I really believe they will.
They will.
Your question about how do you get different groups of kids to come together in a youth center, like, that's a really on-the-ground question. Like, that comes from your experience of knowing something about the youth culture in this town, right? As in terms of, like, the kids that have fun by hurting other kids, I think that for now, we don't focus on those kids. You focus on the kids that want to make a difference, that want to do something new, you know? And then eventually it becomes a magnet.
There's something about these places that draw young people in. So I think like a physical building as a youth centre, I think that's what.
But all these things here, you know, in-house support from your peers.
Yeah, from your peers.
Really, so it's from peers we were talking about.
And I think that's where the key is.
So it's from your peer group.
And I think there's a real place for the rehab crew. I mean, the people who have gone through the kind of training, they are so critical to this.
Yeah.
So they are for people who have sort of been to a place where they turn themselves around. They've got six months of excellent training. They know the kids, they know the culture, and they're just such a key role.
They know the kids, and they know that they're from that area or whatever. I agree with you. Yeah.
So we just want to give some sense of like what are the levels and ways people can get involved in what we're doing here, you know. So what there is at the centre of this is a core team, and if you step into the core team, you might get one of these t-shirts. But that's not the only thing.
Free coffee.
Free coffee. So a commitment. So the core team has regular meetings. We're meeting once every 2 or 3 weeks at the moment. Yeah, we're organising. We want to organise and host large-scale community assemblies. So if you're stepping into the core team, there's a commitment to actually stepping up to organise things and make things happen in terms of large-scale community involvement. We would like to be hosting gatherings of 200 to 300 people in Yarmouth to engage with them around what could a youth centre be. That's what we're looking at. So there's a huge level of organising that goes into something like that. And we know we can do it because we've done this. There's a level of fundraising that's going to be involved in this core team. And there's also a level of the passion and belief to make it happen. So all the people who stepped into this core team so far, they're not in it because it's their job description. None of them. They're in it because there's something that drives them to be part of this work. That is more important than any job description could ever be, maybe. So what is the passion and belief to really make it happen? That's really what defines this core team. Because all the other stuff just follows. If that passion and belief is there, you just be in it. There's a circle outside of that, which is what we're calling our circle of supporters, which is kind of keep me informed. I'm really excited about what's going on. I'm incredibly engaged in the community in many, many other ways, but I'm just too busy now. I got so much going on, I can't do it. You know? So I'd like to be kept informed, I'd like to help whenever I can. I have a real passion and belief in this project, but that's the level of engagement I can give. I can't give more than that, because that's my life. And then the last piece is what I call here on the sidelines. When I wrote this, I kind of started imagining a soccer team or something, where you've got the team and then there's subs, and then there's the people who are like, yeah, go on! And so there's some sense of like, on the sidelines is, you know, keep me informed. I can't actually commit to anything, you know, but I'll be cheering on from the sidelines. That's what I'll be doing, you know? And maybe not even that, I don't know, you know? And it's not that any of these, we prefer any of these. It's not that we're trying to convince anybody to be in the core team or anybody to be any. What we're interested in is people making decisions for themselves about how and where they would like to contribute to this work. And we have people stepping in here, which is exciting, and we have people stepping in here as well. And we have just begun to name what this group is. So this is just the very beginnings of our understanding of our organisational structure. You know, to actually leave your chair where it is. If you're interested in being in the circle of supporters, just move out one chair width. And if you're interested in being on the sidelines, move out 2 chair widths. And we can just begin to see what's the pattern in this room. Because